Good evening and thank you for joining us for our main news today, Sunday. To begin with, let's take a look at stories that are making headlines. 27-year-old woman kills man in Chaisa over exposed affair. Woman left homeless as land dispute turns violent in Chasefu. Over 20,000 farmers in Southern Province receive inputs under food security pack. And in international news, Trump orders US military to prepare for action in Nigeria over Christians killing claims. And in sports news, government says focus is on rebuilding Chipolopolo, not waiting AFCON 2025. With the news in details, my name is Emmanuel Zimba. A 41-year-old man of Chaisa compound in Lusaka has been stabbed to death in a suspected love triangle. Police say the incident happened around 7 hours on November 1, 2025. The victim, Inambao, was allegedly killed by 27-year-old Beauty Namukanje after a fight over a secret affair that turned violent. She is said to have confronted the deceased for revealing their relationship to her boyfriend. Police found the body with a deep stab wound to the chest. The suspect is in custody as investigations continue.
The Zambia Police Service wishes to confirm receiving a report of murder which occurred yesterday, the 1st of November 2025, at 07 hours in Chaisa compound. The report was received at 09 hours by Amazo Police Station from a female identified as Rebecca Banda, age 42, of Chaisa compound, who reported that a male identified as Inambao, age 41, of the same compound was murdered by Beauty Namkanje, age 27, of Chaisa compound. It is alleged that the incident occurred following a dispute involving a love affair. Preliminary investigations indicate that the deceased, who had been staying with a male friend whose names are not yet known, and the suspect, who is alleged to have been involved in a secret affair with the deceased. When the friend discovered the relationship, he reportedly assaulted the girlfriend. Yesterday in the morning, the suspect is reported to have confronted the deceased for revealing the affair to her boyfriend. A fight ensued during which the suspect allegedly picked a knife and stabbed the deceased, who died on the spot. Police officers visited the scene and found the body of the deceased lying facing upwards with a deep stab wound on the left side of the chest. The body has since been deposited in the Visiting Hospital mortuary, awaiting postmortem examination. The suspect, Beauty Namkanje, has been detained in police custody. A docket of case has been opened and investigations are ongoing. The Zambia Police Service wishes to appeal to members of the public to always seek peaceful and lawful ways of resolving disputes rather than resorting to violence which leads to loss of life. Thank you.
A 42-year-old woman in Bula village, Chasefu district, has been left homeless after her house was burnt down in an arson attack linked to a land dispute. Eastern Province Police Commissioner Robertson Mwimba says Agnes Tole's house was torched by a group led by Gilbert Pili, who is now in custody. The suspects used logs to break down the structure before setting it on fire, destroying property worth 3,750 kwacha. The dispute arose from conflict claims over the land by two village headmen. Police say they are still hunting down other accomplices of Pili. Over 20,000 smallholder farmers in Southern Province have started receiving farming input for the 2025-2026 season under the Rain-Fed Food Security Pack program. The import distribution was flagged off in Kalomo district as part of government's strategy to enhance household food security and contribute to national food basket. Southern Province Permanent Secretary Dr. Namani Monze says the program is targeting vulnerable but productive farmers to improve community livelihood. We go for our first break. Join us on the other side as we bring to you more in our local stories. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development.
Thank you very much for staying with us, and now we continue with the news. President Hakainde Hichilema has formed a ministerial committee to streamline the management of Zambia's critical minerals, including lithium and gold. Minister of Small and Medium Enterprise, Elias Muvanga, says the move will promote community benefits, regulate artisanal mining, and curb illegal operations across the country. Government is also urging mineral-rich communities to form cooperatives to qualify for artisanal mining licenses and boost local livelihood. The Monze Nickel Road upgrade has reached 79% completion, with 71 kilometers being worked on at a cost of 937 million kwacha. The project aims to boost connectivity for farmers and traders in Southern Province by upgrading the road to bituminous standard. It also supports government's cattle export drive by improving transport for livestock and agricultural produce under President Hakainde Hichilema's agenda.
The Monze Nickel Road, one of the key transport corridors linking farming communities of Southern Province to the main Lusaka-Livingstone route, has now reached 79% physical progress as government investment in rural road connectivity continues to take shape. Covering 71 kilometers, the D365 stretch from Monze to Nickel is being upgraded to bituminous standard at a cost of 937 million kwacha. The works are being carried out by China Joy Engineering Corporation in joint venture with Chipangano Builders Limited, while Kaplam and associates are supervising. So far, 95% of the project time has elapsed, with completion scheduled for November 2025. The road is expected to ease the movement of farm produce and construction materials between Wengwa, Nickel, and Monze Town, areas known for their maize, sugarcane, and livestock production. President Hakainde Hichilema has made rural connectivity a key pillar of the government's development plan, ensuring that areas producing food and energy are no longer left behind. The Monze Nickel Road fits directly into that national agenda, linking farmers to markets, hospitals, and schools, while also providing access to future energy and irrigation investments planned for the Southern Corridor. Through infrastructure like this, the government is translating the president's policy of raising the economy through tangible works into visible progress on the ground.
$1 billion of beef exports is in sight. I believe the first shipment, as Dr. Mulumba said, will be landing in the hands of the customer in Lubumbashi. First in this structured way, not haphazard. I know what Dr. Mulumba said, worked out the numbers. This president insisted that if we want to grow the cattle numbers to 7 million plus 10 million, 12, 15 million, which is all possible, 20 million. We need to reward the hardworking farmers, the ranchers, the cattlemen. We need to give the money to them so they can invest in the sector, because only they know how to do it.
Rehabilitation and upgrade Kilometer 0 to Kilometer 71 Plus stands at 79% complete. Rehabilitation of paved sections, 29.5 kilometer, has reached 90%. 4 variation orders were issued, including the Wengwa Bridge and additional reconstruction works, extending project activities slightly beyond the original scope, but ensuring long-term durability of the infrastructure. By the time the project reaches full completion next year, this route will provide a smooth all-weather link from Monze to Nico, cutting travel time, lowering vehicle maintenance costs, and improving access to trade and health facilities. The Ministry of Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development, working through the Road Development Agency, RDA, remains committed to delivering on the President's vision of a connected, productive, and resilient Zambia.
Tourism Minister Rodney Sikumba has invited Egyptian investors to explore Zambia's vast tourism and business potential during an interview with El Masari, El Yoham newspaper in Cairo. He highlighted Zambia's political stability, strategic location, and attractions like the Victoria Falls, while emphasizing tourism's Vision 2030 aimed at drawing over 3 million tourists annually. Minister Sikumba reaffirmed strong Zambia-Egypt ties and assured investors of government support through transparent policies and sustainable growth initiative. The Zambia Compulsory Standards Agency has licensed 40 new manufacturers between July and September 2025, a rise from 26 in the previous quarter. The newly licensed companies operate in 6 provinces and produce various food and non-food items, including beverages, stock feed, and cleaning products. ZCSA Acting Public Relations Manager Onishas Mamba says this move is aimed at enhancing product safety and expanding legal market access through compliance with compulsory standards. We go for our second break. Do join us on the other side as we bring to you more in international and sports news. Stay tuned.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Thank you very much for staying with us, and now we cross over to our international news. US President Donald Trump has instructed the military to prepare for possible action in Nigeria, accusing the government of failing to protect Christians from Islamist militants. While Trump did not cite specific incidents, claims of a genocide against Christians have circulated in some US right-wing circles, despite monitors stating there is no evidence Christians are targeted more than Islam's. An advisor to Nigeria's president said both nations remain united in fighting all forms of terrorism against humanity. Still in international news, police in the United Kingdom have arrested 2 men. Police in the United Kingdom have arrested 2 men after a stabbing attack on a train near Cambridgeshire, which left at least 10 people injured, including 9 with life-threatening injuries. The incident occurred Saturday night, prompting a major response from emergency services, including 3 air ambulances. The train stopped at Hattingdong station where armed officers made arrests. British Transport Police have declared a major incident, with counter-terrorism police supporting the investigation. Witnesses report scenes of panic and bloodshed on both the train. We take our last break. Do join us on the other side as we bring to you sports news.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development.
Thank you very much for staying with us. And now in our sports news, the government has announced that priority will be on rebuilding a strong national team instead of chasing the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations title. Sports Minister Elvis Nkandu says the team needs stability and long-term development to restore its winning culture after years of decline. He says the incoming coach will be expected to form a competitive squad for the future and that the government will support the process fully. That sports item brings us to the end of today's news, but before we go, let's take a quick recap at stories that made headlines. 27-year-old woman kills man in Chaisa over exposed affair. Woman left homeless as land dispute turns violent in Chasefu. Over 20,000 farmers in Southern Province received inputs under food security pack. And in international news, Trump orders US military to prepare for action in Nigeria over Christian killing claims. And in sports news, government says focus is on rebuilding Chipolopolo, not winning AFCON 2025. We would like to thank you for choosing to watch ICU TV News. Remember, you can find these and many more other stories on all our social media platforms, or you can visit our website at icutv.zm.com. I have been Emmanuel Zimba and I say stay blessed.